What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now today I'm going to show you guys the fastest way to level up in Black Ops 7. This can help you level up to reach Prestige Master. It can also help you level your weapons faster, so that way you can prestige those as well and then unlock the camos. Now if you do find the video helpful or informative at any point, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing is, Call of Duty did drop a brand new update today for Black Ops 7, giving us a new set of patch notes. So it says here, November 16th, multiplayer. We have the playlist update, so they addressed an issue where selected game modes and quick play filter could sometimes become inverted if a player dismissed after action report menus and continued matchmaking. So it's like a bug that they went ahead and fixed. For custom loadouts, address the issue that prevented players from easily creating custom loadouts 6 through 10 if Spanish was their selected game language. A very odd bug, but they fixed that. And then stability, various crash and stability updates. Now for zombies, they did two small things. The first one is gameplay for Ashes of the Damned. Closed multiple exploits on Ashes of the Damned that allowed players to avoid targeting from enemies. Now there was like these zombie glitches to where people could get in spots where the zombies don't react to them or eliminate them, and people were farming XP that way. Call of Duty has nerfed that. So in this video, we're going to later on talk about some really good XP methods and ones that will help you level up a lot faster and will probably not be nerfed as quick as some of these glitches. But the next one is stability. They did various stability crash and updates. So that's what you need to know in terms of the patch notes. Now Treyarch did end up posting something else shortly after, talking about skill-based matchmaking. So here's what they said. We've been keeping an eye on multiplayer matchmaking conversations and want to assure everyone of a few things. All our open playlists use open matchmaking and persistent lobbies, and we remain committed to that approach. Quick play uses the same open matchmaking where skill is minimally considered. The combination of quick play and persistent lobbies is new and presents unique interactions that we are monitoring to improve over time. Speaking of quick play, if you've seen some of your selections occasionally overwritten when playing, we've deployed a fix for that today. So basically what they're saying is that skill-based matchmaking is very minimal when it comes to quick play. The same thing as the open mosh pit, because I myself also did say this, but there's a lot of people reporting that quick play feels like there's skill-based matchmaking involved in it compared to if you were to jump into open mosh pit. Well, here they're reassuring everyone that if you decide to play quick play, hardcore, or just pick the modes that you want through that quick play playlist, you are still going to be in open mosh pit and not in, the regular sweaty skill-based matchmaking lobbies. Anyways, those are the patch notes and things like that you need to know. We also got a pretty big update coming out later on this week for Black Ops 7, and I'm going to make another video to cover that. But today, I want to talk about the fastest way that you can level up in Black Ops 7. So this XP method has been farming me massive amounts of XP without really doing much. Now you use the score streak system, the overclocking, and with the right perks, you're able to basically just get one kill. You'll get a scout post instantly, and then from there, you'll know where enemies are. You'll be able to start stacking and getting your score streaks. They will farm you passive XP with the different perks and attachments and lethals that we have on. You're basically gonna have an infinite amount of score streaks consistently getting you points such as UAV assist, counter UAV assist, and then things like that. And you'll see all the points that I'm consistently racking up on my screen. Even if I'm in the spawn or I'm not doing anything, these things are getting me XP to help level up my weapons, as well as help me prestige even faster. First thing you want to do is make sure you create that perfect loadout. So whatever AR, SMG, whatever primary weapon you're currently working on, that's fine. Keep it as is. But what you want to do here in your loadouts is change your wildcard to perk greed. Perk greed is going to allow you to equip an extra perk, which is something we're going to be using later on, which I'll explain in a second. And then after that, the next thing you want to do is put on a launcher in your secondary. That's because if other people are using score streaks and things like that, you want to destroy them. And at the same time, you can also work on your camo grind for these, and this will also give you extra XP so you can level up even faster. Then for the field upgrade, I put on Squad Link. What this does is when you throw it down, especially if you're playing like objective-based mode like Hardpoint or Domination, it deploys a device that will boost your score and improve the effectiveness of allies. So anyone within there will give you XP for anything that they do, and that's more XP for you, and you'll be able to level up faster. And then for the overclock, I would recommend that you put on Command Relay. This will double the score that you earn from your Squad Link, so you'll now gain double the amount of XP that you initially would. But going on to the tactical, I would recommend that you put on decoy, but decoy takes forever to get. I think you need to be like level 50 for this to finally unlock. So in the meantime, you can use something like a pinpoint grenade, a stun grenade, something along those lines that you could just chuck while you're playing to gain passive XP. Then after that, for the lethal, I would recommend that you use the point turret. Now, the reason why I say that, it's basically like a mini sentry gun. You throw it somewhere, especially on like an objective, it'll deal damage to other players. It'll sometimes get kills for you. And the most important thing is it will give you passive XP while you're running around or doing something else. Now, as for the perks, I would recommend perk 1 be Gearhead. What this does is it gives you 2 field upgrade charges, so that way you can call in double the squad links and then gain a lot more passive XP through using this. And then for the second perk, that one's optional. I just put it on fast hands. It's like the default perk that I always use. Then for perk number 3, you want to use Bankroll. I would recommend that because it's going to actually add 150 score towards your score streaks, and the whole method to this is to farm XP through using the score streak system. And then for perk greed, I would recommend that you put on looper, and it's as the name suggests, it helps you loop your score streaks so you don't have to die every time you get all your score streaks, and it'll automatically keep running them back, and you'll be able to infinitely keep calling them in. Now, once again, this one is not unlocked until like level 54 if I'm not mistaken, so in the meantime, you can actually just use everything else without looper, but after you get your score streaks, you will probably need to go get eliminated and then come back to life and then start it all over again. I haven't seen the biggest difference in terms of the XP gain, but looper just does help out. And then as a result of putting on all these perks, you will end up getting the specialty tactician. And what it says here, support and offense hybrid, assisting your team earns you bonus score from bullet kills for 10 seconds. So after you have this loadout, you want to go to your score streaks and you want to put on scout pulse. I would recommend you overclock it and use the dispatcher. This will lower the score cost. And I'm not kidding you, combined with bankroll, all you need is 1 kill to get a scout pulse. Then the second score streak, obviously UAV, and this will lower it down with the overclock dispatcher to 400, and then you want to do the same thing with the counter UAV. And then with bankroll, and what you want to do is simply just go in the game, call these score streaks in, use the abilities as you saw earlier, and it's just going to keep stacking up the amount of XP that you're gaining, and whatever weapon you currently have out is also going to begin to rank up and get that XP that you're farming. So if the squad link is farming you XP, that will also help towards your weapon level if you have that weapon out. And so I found that this method has been leveling me up very, very quickly, and I want you guys to try it for yourself. If this is something that is working out, then I would recommend you start using your unlock token. So that's where I use my unlock token to get the higher level things like looper. You don't get that until like level 54. Then maybe use your next unlock token on like per greed, because that one's like level 33. Then you also have bankroll. You can use that at level 23, so you'll be able to get all those faster, and you can start this every single time you prestige at a much earlier level than having to wait until you're in your 30s before you can continue doing this. So this is the method that I've seen a lot of people use. I've also been using it, and I definitely have a feeling that Call of Duty may end up nerfing this, or at least nerf the XP earn rate. They've done that in the past before with Black Ops 6, but here with the overclocking system, it's just gotten so much easier to farm a lot of XP. But give this method a try. The lobbies are going to get so much easier because you're going to always have a scout pulse or a UAV up, and you're going to always know where the other team is. So as a result, it makes it a lot easier for you to get more kills, and you're going to realize that you're also playing better with the help of these score streaks, and on top of that, that will also help you gain more XP to rank up even faster. It's like a snowball effect that just keeps spinning and spinning, and you're just going to get more and more XP as you get deeper and deeper into it, and your UAVs will start getting you other UAVs, your counter UAV assists will start farming you and getting you even more things like that, and you're going to realize how much XP you've been missing out on. But that is all that I got for you guys in this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.